Hey there, thanks for coming to my channel. I'm Elsie and you've reached 10 of Cups Tarot. I am here to do your reading until the end of February for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aries. I've already prayed over the cards and I'm just going to calibrate and shuffle for you and we will get started. So I'll first pull a card, overall energy for the read. Then I'll pull the first 5 cards and that will be for the recent past. The next 5 cards are for the current energy, and then we'll go with 10 for your future. And so I'm asking for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aries, please, until the end of February, February 29th, 2020. All right, feels good. Just gonna cut. And pull one card. Here we go. Oh, it's balance. Justice. So someone needs to bring justice to something. Justice only shows up when there's an injustice in play. So it seems like someone is in maybe a bad way and needs to bring some justice to their life. Could be you, Aries. Could be someone that you're dealing with. I have a feeling it might be you, though. All right. Let's go with the 5 cards for the recent past. Let's see what you've been up to. All right, so under, oh, look at that. Under the deck, I see a new start. It is the Ace of Pentacles. Usually indicates a new start in love, a gift coming in, something that you can plant and grow and bloom. Okay, so, wow. The first thing I see is that you've closed an old chapter. So congratulations to you. You've learned a lesson. You've learned a karmic lesson. And the world shows up when you are closing an old chapter to open a new chapter. You know, whenever anything ends, there's something that begins. So that's what the World card is about. Excuse me. It's not about, you know, writing another chapter. It's about throwing the book away and starting all over again. So you're starting a brand new life. So kudos to you, Aries, because that's not an easy thing to do. It's a scary thing to do, to shake up your life in so much that you don't recognize it anymore. So good for you. The next card that I see is the card of the Knight of Passion. And the Knight of Passion can sometimes come in for one night. Sometimes he'll come back. But it is a very passionate, you know, he goes in with what can I say, with wind in his face. He's there for the passion, and sometimes he will come back. But it looks like he's passionate because he's fallen in love. So chances are he will be back. And the thing is that I feel like this is a worry for you. So maybe you haven't done this yet. Maybe you haven't taken your passion into to someone yet. But it looks like you are headed for love. So you've closed the chapter, you've taken your passion, and you're headed towards love. But it looks like it's stressing you out a little bit, Aries. I'm showing that you have, on the end of these 5 cards here, you have depression and sadness. You also have some regret. You have regret. You wished it could have turned out differently, but it didn't. And that makes you sad. You wish it could have turned out differently. And so you tried as you could, and it just didn't work. And that is what's keeping you up at night. If you are leaving a relationship, it's, you know, this is about maybe kids. It's about breaking up a family. Because I see that you're heading for love. You've closed the chapter and you're heading for love. So you may have closed a chapter on someone else in order to head for this true love. But I think that it's bothering you. I think there's something inside you that is not sitting right, that it's bothering you, that it had to go down the way that it did. Sometimes it has to, you know, sometimes it has to. You're going to get no judgment here. None at all. Because For those of you who have not been married, sometimes it doesn't work out. We all get married to stay married forever. We all get into a relationship hoping it's going to work until, you know, one of us keels. But sometimes that's not the truth. Sometimes people grow and change, and they grow apart. And some people aren't willing to grow and change, and so definitely that's what happens. You grow apart. Okay, Aries, let's go for your current energy here. Current energy for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter until the 29th of February of 2020. All right, so we've got one that flew out here. Okay. You're going for it, Aries. You are. You're taking your strength. That's all you're taking with you. It's the card of Leo. You're going for it. You're going for it. You're going for the thing that you always wanted to have. The place where you feel the most at home, the place where you feel that you fit. Your wishes and dreams come true. So the Nine of Cups is all about your the appearance of your wishes. You know, you're heading towards your wishes, and although I see some sadness in the background, you're still moving forward. You're moving forward to this Nine of Cups, and I think that you're doing it quickly. Quickly. There's the willy-nilly knight. He is the Knight of Swords, and he's the guy that comes crashing in through the doors. He's not really very eloquent, but he comes crashing in, kicking out the door and saying, here I am. And it's usually, that energy is usually a surprise. That energy is like, maybe someone is going to surprise you, Aries, kick in the door and say, here I am. And I feel like your wish is to kick in the door and tell somebody, here I am. What are we going to do now? I feel like that is the wish. I also feel like the wish is that you were to close this old chapter. So if you did that already, then kudos to you. I am showing in the middle of the spread is the Empress. And so this could be the person that you're going after, or this could be you, depending on if you're female or male. This is the mother of the deck. So she is fertile with, you know, she can have children. She is also fertile with just everything that grows around her. So everything grows and blossoms and blooms around her. She's a lovely, buttery energy. She's very connected to Source. She has the knowledge of all the queens. And so she's probably a little bit older, probably 40s, 50s, or 60s. And she is the person who is very connected to spirit. That is coming up right under that Two of Cups card. So I have a feeling that you manifested this love. The next card I see is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, of course, is a fire card because it's wands. I feel like you're waiting for something. That the heavy energy that is at the beginning of this reading is making you cautious, is making you feel as though you can't go into this, situation yet, can't bust through the door just yet, but it has you waiting to decide what to do next. The thing is this, the sun is here. And so whatever you do is going to be the right thing. You are on the right path. You are on a path that is completely illuminated. You're on a path that is blessed by the sun. This is major arcana. This is something you can't change. And this is going to blaze down on you regardless. So what the sun does is it comes in and it allows you to see things in the distance. It allows you to sort of see around corners. It makes everything beautiful under the sun. You know, everything will grow under the sun, right? Everything, how can you say, blooms and grows under the sun, and it's just beautiful, you know, living in the warmth of the sun. So I think, I have a feeling here that somebody is going to get the person they have been thinking about. I feel like you've closed a chapter, taking your passion, you're heading out for love. And although it's pretty heavy on your heart, your wish's desire is to bust open the door and get that Empress. And although that's not going to happen right now, you're going to take it slow and you're going to make sure it's done right, correctly. The sun is shining on you. So it's time for you to do it, Aries. It's time for you to take charge like you do, as the Emperor would. Wow. Whew. Wow, wow. Heavy energy. Under the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So that's clarity, that's conversation. It's also cutting people out. So it is clarity, conversation, maybe having a conversation with that new person. We've got the Tower. And if it is an old relationship that you are finishing up with the World card, I can see why the Tower is here. Right now, you are going through a tower. But honestly, look what's on the other side. Love, it's on the other side. So do what you need to do. Feel bad, feel regretful, watch the tower fall. It was built on a false foundation anyway. And go get the thing that you want. Go get him, go get her. Go get whoever has this energy, because this is intended by Spirit. This is the Lover's card, and it is divine love that you're after. This is the path you're supposed to take, Aries. You're supposed to go and find that love. You're confused. It's heavy energy. You're confused. You have a lot of opportunities. If you've just become single, of course, you've had a lot of opportunities, and it's time for you to make a choice. You're feeling stuck about that, though. And of course you are. If you've come out of a relationship and you're heading toward another, this card here is all about you being up in your head. It's all about you thinking it over, overthinking, and feeling as though you can't get out of that overthinking. But the truth is that you can, because, you know, she is not really tightly bound, and if she takes off that blindfold, she'll see exactly what she needs to do. So it's you that's keeping you up in your head, Aries. You're feeling confused about all of this that's gone on, about the steps that you're taking into your new life. And you're all up in your head about what is coming next. And of course, you need clarity. You need conversation. You need to cut out those people that no longer serve you, the people that no longer are on your side. Not everyone's going to be on your side when you shake up your life and make a big change. And that's just the truth of it. And they're allowed to have their opinions, and so are you. So let them go in love and light. If they don't believe in the things that you're doing, let them go in love and light. You need to be happy, Aries. Okay, let's go for 3 more cards for the future here. Partnership, the bottom here, the 3 of Pentacles. Maybe you're looking for partnership. The partnership is what comes after the bloom is off the rose, right? After all the initial cuddles and hugs and love and late nights being up together. You know, those after the bloom's off the rose, that's what's left, is the relationship, and that's the test of time. So the next thing that's coming up here is the moon. So I'm showing that, yeah, there is some fear. There is some fear and uncertainty about the things that are going to happen going on from here. But you're willing to take the leap. You're going to walk into the darkness and find out what's under that moon. You are taking your intuition. I believe that you've leveled up, Aries. The Aries I'm speaking to has leveled up spiritually and has put on the big boy or the big girl panties and is headed out to find out the things that he or she needs to find out in order to make this new life. I do see the Page of Pentacles here, and the Page of Pentacles is collecting information for the king, and is going to take in this pentacle to find out exactly, you know, what is going on here. Find out, is there a relationship happening here? What's going on here? This can also mean that the person that is your person, or maybe you, are older or younger than that person. So you could be younger than that person, or they could be younger than you. But here, what I see is transformation. I am just so proud of you, Aries. The Aries I'm speaking to has transformed and leveled up. That's what I was talking about. You've leveled up. So the end of the old you, the opening of the brand new you, the person who's spiritual, the person who believes in spirit, believes in manifestation, is taking life by the tail and saying, this is mine. And that's exactly what you need to do. We have a limited time on this earth, you guys. We have a very limited time on this earth. Some of us go before others. And it is time for transformation for you, Aries. It's time for you to throw away the things that never worked for you and go along with the things that you know that are going to be good for you. All right, last 3 cards. Let's take a look here. Yep, makes sense. You're at the crossroads. There you are, standing there. Do I go left? Do I go right? Overall, justice, right? You need justice in your life. You need to be able to do the things that you want to do for you. It's time to stop allowing other people to hold you back from the things that you need to do for you. The cards that I pulled here are the Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. So the Hanged Man is someone who is trying to see things from a different perspective, making sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, making sure that, you know, there's no other way that I could have done this except this way, but looking at all 4 corners to make sure that you have everything that you need in order to be able to carry forward. This could very well be the energy of Taurus. So this is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have transformed, and so looking at what may come, I feel as though that you feel not as stable as you could, financially stable. So if you're leaving a relationship, a long-time relationship, maybe you're not as financially stable, and that's why you're stopping to take a look at any other way that this can be done. This could also mean that you are financially stable and things are working out for you, because he is the King of Pentacles is all about, you know, counting the money. He's all about the pentacles, and he runs a good business, and he's very charitable, and he is very stable, and he is the guy who is the actuary. He's the accountant, so he's the money guy. The last card that came up in your spread here was the Queen of Swords, and she is ready to talk. She's ready to speak her truth. And the energy of the Queen of Swords is about speaking your truth, is about finally saying the things that were on your mind, the things that everyone needed to hear that you weren't willing to say. It's time for all of those things to come up. And there you are, standing at the crossroads. You and justice. Standing at the crossroads, trying to figure out what's coming up. Which road should you take? All right, I am going to pull a couple of Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Let's see. I got a big deck and I got a little deck too. So this is the big deck, and then I got a little one as well. The little ones are a little easier to handle. All right. So we need a card for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aries, please. Till the end of February. February 29th of 2020. Ooh, that one went right off the table. Card diving, hang on. There it is. All right, Peacock Spirit. Let it shine. Yeah, absolutely. Let it shine, Aries. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to let everybody see who you are. This is card number 46. 6 and 4 is 10, and 10 and 0 is 1. So it's a prime number, and you're at the very beginning. You're at the very beginning of this new life. Congratulations. There you are, closing your world. And that's what the Peacock Spirit is all about. The Peacock is all about letting everybody see your colors. So doing all the things that you never would have done before. This is a new life. You need to let other people see you shine. You need to let them see you be you, be your authentic self, and just make sure that you are shining. That's all I got to say about that. Drop the mic. Aries, we have been talking about this move for you for a very long time, and it looks like you have finally found the nerve, the energy, and the power from above to be able to do the thing that you want to do. And I congratulate you. Bravo. The Aries I'm speaking to is making big changes. And if that is you, then wow, I commend you, because it is really hard to make big moves in your life. I know. I know for sure. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Aries. I'm going to be back in a few days to do your March, the first couple weeks of March for you, and hopefully I'll have time to do other things as well. If you do need a private reading, though, please email me, elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca. You have some pricing down below. You also have, you know, what a general reading is about, so you don't get confused with a general and a private reading. I'm out. Thanks, guys. Bye.